update, so I think this is a good time to go over all the corrupted toons and how they ended up being taken by the darkness. Now, as most of you know by now, the Learning with Pibby show has long been cancelled, but that hasn't stopped people from making mods. In the original trailer, we saw that the darkness invaded Pibby's world and then started to expand out to other cartoon universes, and in some cases even make it into the real world. In the FNF mod, the first pair that we see having fallen victim to the corruption is Steven and Spinel. And while we don't get a lot of detail into how the two ended up getting corrupted, we do know that the two of them have joined forces now that they're both corrupted. And while people still argue if Steven is the strongest in the Steven Universe show, I think no one will argue that he is at least one of the strongest characters, and with Spinel at his side, I think it's fair to say that most people in their verse will definitely get corrupted. This pair is basically the ultimate sword and shield duo. And the sad part about Steven being corrupted specifically is that he is one of the few characters that still actually kinda has his memories when the song first starts, but as the battle goes on, he's losing himself in real time. And this is actually why we see him lose the ability to summon his shield. Steven also has lyrics in the song towards the end. And I believe that the lyrics say, "Here we are in the future, and it's bright. I can't believe we've come so far." Which, if you are a fan of the show, you know that these lyrics are from the Happy Ever After song in the Steven Universe movie.
Here we are in the future. Here we are in the future, and it's bright.
Next in the mod, we see Mordecai from the regular show, and he was actually corrupted while being at work. He was driving the golf cart trying to get away, but ended up crashing it when the corruption actually caught up to him and turned him into a zombie. The funny thing about this is that the corruption is fast enough to catch characters like Sonic the Hedgehog if he loses focus, so there was absolutely no way Mordecai was going to outrun it. Good news though is that it seems like he's the only person in this show that has actually been corrupted at this point. Now the next character is very interesting, and that's because it's Boyfriend. Back in the day, people thought that this was a phantom version of Boyfriend that was created by the corruption to throw people off. But the new theory is that this is an alternate version of Boyfriend that fought the corruption and lost. And once Boyfriend and Pibby came back to the FNF universe, the darkness basically sent this corrupted version of Boyfriend to battle Survivor Boyfriend, thinking that it would be a good matchup. But with that being said, I'll speak more about why Boyfriend didn't get corrupted when we get to Girlfriend in this mod. Now, next we see Skid and Pump in the mod, and there isn't a whole lot of lore around these two. They're just two little kids, and they probably didn't even realize how dangerous the darkness was until it was too late. We've all probably seen some of the Skid and Pump episodes, and we know that they'll hang around demons without even knowing that their souls are at risk, so there's probably no way they knew the darkness was super dangerous.
Stop! Do not hurt Moak! I thought we were playing!
How do you know his name?
We brought him here, but then he escaped. He didn't.
And with that being said, when the darkness consumed them, it actually fused their body together, making sure that they are like as inseparable in death as they were in life. And when you really think about it, it's kind of sad. Now, the next two characters are Pico and Girlfriend, and the popular theory was that Girlfriend ended up getting corrupted trying to save Boyfriend, which she succeeds at, but not without losing herself. Girlfriend basically makes it to where Boyfriend cannot get corrupted unless he loses a rap battle to one of the corrupted characters or to the darkness itself. And in the original lore, Pico was there with the pair, but since Girlfriend gets corrupted, she's unable to protect Pico from the darkness. And as it started actually consuming Pico and trying to drag him away, Boyfriend reaches out a hand to try to pull him free. But of course, the darkness is way too strong for that. But as Pico is being dragged away, he does leave one of his guns behind, which is why Survivor Boyfriend can be seen actually holding a gun in most of the mods. The next three characters are from Adventure Time, and those are Finn, Jake, and Princess Bubblegum. And while we don't get a lot of information about how these characters were corrupted, they are definitely some of the more dangerous characters in that universe. Jake and Finn are both very powerful and always stick together, which would make them very hard to fight or get away from. But Princess Bubblegum is also very dangerous because she's very intelligent, and in the show, she can be downright ruthless. And if we're being honest, she was kind of a psycho even before she was corrupted, so now she's just doubly as bad. Next in the mod, we have Jenny from the show called My Life as a Teenage Robot. And the irony here is that she was built as a way to help protect humanity, but after her corruption, she's basically the cause for the people in her city being corrupted, simply because there really isn't anybody in her verse that can stop her. And this also answers the question if like robots can be corrupted or if it was just humans. I think that Jenny proves that the darkness will spare nobody or anything. Next in the mod, we see corrupted SpongeBob, and luckily he seems to be the only person corrupted in this universe so far. It seems that Gary has survived as well, but is kind of hiding back here in the shadows to avoid SpongeBob, but he seems to be too loyal to just outright run away. And SpongeBob also has a little cutscene here.
Listen, you quit living in my house, driving me crazy, and you're not gonna hide Miracle because of a stupid dog.
Now, for those of you that are curious as to what he said, here's the actual original scene.
You cross-anxious cheapskate! Squidward's been living at my house, driving me crazy, and you're not gonna hire him back all because of a stupid dime!
Next, we have corrupted Mickey, Minnie, and Pete, and you are probably all familiar with this version of Mickey. And I say that because Steamboat Mickey is very iconic, even been the introduction to many Disney cartoons and movies. We also have a few characters in the free play, Vicky and Timmy being the first two to pop up. And I don't think anyone is surprised to see Vicky corrupted or to see her with a chainsaw for a hand. Even when she was just a normal girl, she tried to use a chainsaw on Timmy before, along with like other weapons that she would try to use to get rid of this kid. So this is pretty much on brand for her. But it was definitely a surprise that Timmy got corrupted, because you would think with his two godparents, he would actually be able to like wish himself to safety. And a scary fact about this is that people that get corrupted can still speak. So I wonder that if like he gets back in touch with his Fairly Odd parents, if he can actually make a wish and they'll still have to grant it to him, because that could be devastating to basically everybody. Now, the last corrupted character is named Dr. Leipzig, I believe is how you say it, and he's from an old Russian animated film called Treasure Island. It's kind of funny that this is a character that got corrupted, because if I remember correctly, he was the ship's doctor. And while I don't know why they made him so large in the mod, I'm guessing the reason that they made an octopus come out of his mouth though is because in the show they were sailors, so I'm assuming that they just wanted to go kind of with the ship theme. But with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this video on the screen here. And apparently this mod is supposed to have like another big update pretty soon, so I'll cover this one again when it's fully out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow with another video. Peace.